Okay, so guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Avatar Life. What is Avatar Life? Well, Avatar Life is an open sim Second Life alternative. Server or grid? Maybe it's grid. It uses open sim. And if you are familiar with Second Life, well, Avatar Life is basically the same thing. It's a metaverse where you can do almost anything that you can imagine as long as it's within reason. As long as it's within reason. Anyway, so as you can see, there's my lion over there. Yeah. And I'm still working on my platform. Yeah. And there is nothing on this side. Yes. Okay, so I just rest a cube and I'm going to make this cube a focal point. Okay, there you go. See how easy that was? I was able to cover the entire surface. Or not the entire surface, the entire thing. Look at that. By just doing something like that. Okay, there you go. The platform is looking good. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have the textures. Couldn't find any textures in the Omni outlet. Not sure if there are any other free freebie areas. Okay, so I'm looking at some search results here. Let's include G. So I was here at Omni Outlet, and then there's also this London Town Camden. Okay, it's an adult area. Okay, let's go to AvatarLife Mall. Okay, let's see if maybe I'll find other things that I need there, you know, like textures. Okay, so my avatar is here at the AvatarLife Mall. So this is a general area. I'm hoping that is ooh, what is this? What are these things? Okay, we have chairs. Animation Nation. And what do we have over here? Sapphire Blues. I'm looking for 3 items. Okay, they're not free. Oh, this one is empty. Look at that. Darkness Fashion. And here we have Glint. None of them are free. Illumina for your club supply need. I'm not trying to make a club, I'm just trying to make a platform. Oh, look at that. Let's see. Are they free? How about this one? Nope, they're not free. Legacy main store. I don't think there are anything free here. Where are the free things? I came here for the free things. I haven't seen any free things yet. Well, at least the advertising boards are free. Okay, so I still haven't found any. Where are the free things? There should be like a location for the free things. All I'm seeing here are brands. Breedables. Oh, look at that. Coming soon. Look at that, an old wooden shed. $150. I don't think anything here is free. Yeah. But it says they're freebies. But where are the freebies? Oh my goodness. This place is huge. Okay. I couldn't find anything free here in AvatarLife Mall. Let's go to Camden. London Town, Camden. Okay. Maybe we'll find something free in London Town. Okay, so I'm going to let everything load or rest, as they say it in Second Life, and then I'll try. Oh, there is fish coin here. Fish coin. Okay. Maybe I should try doing fish coin.
Welcome to London Town, created by Souls Landscaping. Here at London Town we have lots to see and lots to do. We have Back to the Arcade where you can play your favorite classic video games for free or you can buy it to take home. We also
I was invited to join
get your avatar
a group called Souls. There is no cost.
also the home of Let's Get Quizzy for all your trivia ball needs. With freebies all around, please be sure to take a good look so you don't miss a thing.
There's a free group. Okay, let's just join the free group. It's kind of lagging.
London Town is a place for all to hang out. We have lots of venues here to bring to life.
Okay, Fish Hunt is here. Yeah, okay. So I don't want to turn this into a fishing related stream, but well, since it's here, I'm going to give it a try. It's not Fish Hunt, I misspoke. It's Fish Coin. So it says there, next cast with maggots in 100 seconds. Also, why is the fishing rod on the left hand? See? Look at that. My avatar is holding the fishing rod. My avatar is holding the fishing rod on her left hand. Okay, why is that? And if you look at the fishing rod design, the fishing rod is for right-handed avatars. It's not made for left-handed avatars. So it's kind of weird that my avatar is holding it on her left hand. Okay, let's go. This is gonna be very time-consuming, as all fishing games are.
London Town is a place for all to hang out. We have lots of venues here. Some help is always needed. We wanted to build a place where everyone can come and find community. To do this,
Okay, so in YouTube, let's see here. Someone said hi. Hi.
please add Seth or Bisme Souls.
Okay, so 17 seconds to go. I wonder how the casting here works. Anyway, I will find out in just a few seconds. Cast now. Okay, casting with maggots. There you go. So there is a dialogue window that tells you to cast, and it has a cast button. Okay, what happened there? I got fish coin 20. Okay, fish coin 20. It says there on the fish coin HUD is over here. Okay, there's the fish coin HUD. And according to the fish coin HUD, I have 21 fish coin. And yeah, bait the bait my fishing rod is using are maggots. Okay, so I don't understand the question. Can you like fish it like look like you got a fish thing? Oh, by the way, this is not my fishing game. I'm just playing the fishing game here in AvatarLife, and well, it's not exactly a fishing simulation. Basically, it's a way of getting AV dollars or AV coins, something like that, but I guess I'll have to convert the fish coins into AV dollars. So this is my first time giving this a try, and I don't exactly know how this thing works. I will find out eventually as I guess continue fishing here. Do you want to cast again? Like fishing without delay? Okay, there you go. It seems that my avatar did not catch anything. Ah, there you go. FC22. Okay, my FC coin or my F coins. My fish coins is now at 45. I have 45 fish coins. And the cast time is over 100 seconds. Ew, that is quite long. Usually in Second Life virtual fishing, the cast time is only 60 seconds. So this is, I guess you can say, one way of earning AV dollars in this game, AvatarLife, by fishing for it. Again, this is very, very time consuming. If you don't have any time for this, you don't have to do it. Especially if you're not really looking to buy anything in the game. You can just go to the Omni freebie outlet and get everything there for free. In fact, my avatar got everything for free in the Omni outlet. So I'm here in London town, Camden, because I'm looking for free things. And when I search for free things, yeah, look at that. Freebie, I searched for freebie, and London town, Camden came out first, and then Omni outlet is just second. So I would think that this place has more freebie items than Omni outlet. Ah, this is nice. Okay, it's nice because I caught 0 FC, 0 fish coins. Wow, okay. That is so nice. So everything is displayed in chat. So right there. So the fishing happens in chat. As you can see, this is very exciting. Again, I came here to look for freebie items and then I saw the fish hunt sign and fish hunt sign. Again, misspoke. Fish hunt is in Second Life. I saw the fish coin sign and decided to, sure, let me give it a try. I got the fishing rod from the welcome area. So if you create your account, you log in to AvatarLife, you are at the welcome area, you'll find the fish coin area or location or spot in the welcome area, and you'll be able to get a free rod. There is a pro rod, but it costs 1,000 AV dollars. That is a lot of AV dollars. I only have like 4 AV dollars, and I accidentally spent 100 AV dollars on useless things. Okay, so this time I got 25 fish coins. So the fish that was caught was a hungry Bermuda chub. Okay, again, the fish doesn't exist. There is no fish, okay? There is no fish. What you see in chat, well, I guess you can call it flavor text. You're just seeing flavor text. There are no fish. What's important, the important information in chat that is displayed by fish coin is the amount of fish coins you gained or caught. But they do track, look at that. They do track the fish caught by the game. See? But there is no fish. There are no fish. Even though the game is tracking what you're catching, you won't see any fish in your inventory. You won't even see the fish coins because the fish coins is a virtual currency. It's a currency. It has value. I would assume it is used to exchange for AV dollars. I don't exactly know. I'm just guessing. I will find out once I'm able to cash out fish coins. Okay, this time 11 fish coins. So exciting. Fishing games are very exciting. You have your avatar standing there, holding a fishing rod on the wrong hand, and then just casting whenever the cast button appears. Okay, how about this while I'm, fishing here? Because as you can see, it's very exciting. Going to open YouTube and maybe see what's happening. Okay, look at that. Riot Games was supposed to buy Ashes of Creation. Whoa, okay. Yeah, there is an ongoing drama within Ashes of Creation. The game is dead, by the way, because
Created by Souls Landscape.
the studio developing or running the game is dead. So if the studio and the developers are gone, then even though the game is still in Steam, you can't buy it anymore. Eventually, the server will shut down because for a server to continue running, it requires payment. And if there is no one paying for the servers or server, the server will eventually get shut down by whomever it is that is running the service. Oh, look at that. 30 fish coins. Right now I have 111 fish coins. It has come to this. Okay, so we have here Josh. Let's go listen to what Josh has to say about it has come to this.
We'll be going to Brussels to present the initiative. The presentation of the initiative is more of a ceremonial formality because the signatures are indeed digital, so it will be passed across. But Ross Scott has reached out to a couple of people to see if they want to join him. He reached out to me, and I will be joining him in Brussels for the handover ceremony, and then we'll potentially be with him for the...
Is he talking about the Stop Killing Games initiative?
Capable of answering, passing everything off to Ross Scott if I can't, and there'll be a lawyer joining us as well from a consumer.
Ooh, okay, they are going to present the Stop Killing Games initiative in the EU Parliament. That is what I'm reading
Rituals
from this.
by some of our ceremonies. I mean, putting a Christmas tree inside is pointless pomp to many people, but it's also part of a familiar ritual that we like going through. It is indeed, in many ways, potentially just a ceremonial thing, but the optics of it, the idea of doing it, the unification, the show of solidarity between people coming together to do it is a nice visual. I understand that it's not necessarily the most logical way to do something, but sometimes the joining of people in unification like that is a nice way of showing everyone else that there is a level of connection and solidarity and support between people. So yes, I will be...
Okay, so I just noticed that there is a select bait here under the HUD. Let's see. Ooh, okay.
okay, so I have reached
So I guess if you have other bait
I think this is the fairest way that
or baits, it will appear right here.
to several game companies.
There you go. There's the dialogue window.
Would also like
So the bait I'm using is maggots,
to hand over the initiative. And the general feedback,
and I don't have any other
completely agree with this.
baits, just maggots,
General feedback
because it looks like maggots
isn't physically close enough
is free,
to send someone over.
because according to the HUD, you see there, that is not a number, that is the infinity symbol. So if it's the infinity symbol, it means it's infinite and it's free.
Relatively hesitant to show outward vocal support for it. Now I understand that. I mean, you've got to understand that with the way it is. So I've had a lot of messages back from people saying that internally there are a lot of companies who value and support the idea and the ideal behind Stop Killing Games. But outwardly, they cannot necessarily show I suppose the word would be a vocal support for it. Now, I'm not calling those companies out. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing that. At the end of the day, a company is a profit-seeking venture. How is this political? That's a good question. It's not. It's not at all. It's not designed to be political one way or the other. It's literally just designed to say, hey, maybe we should stop killing games. Maybe if someone pays money for a game, they need to have an expectation of when that game ends. People get the idea of what stop killing games is wrong. They get it so wrong. They think that it means that companies will be responsible for keeping servers online forever. They aren't. That's not what it's about at all.
That is just stupid. Okay, that is just stupid. Again, there are already online games that exist today that have
Not even retroactive.
around
and say, okay,
stop killing games built into it because they have an offline mode.
However, you do have to understand that support of
So even if your game is online,
pirate software.
but if it has an offline version of the game, even though the game servers shuts down, the player
He said was
who purchased the game can continue playing the game offline.
of a video game.
And there are already games out there that has this feature. Not just games, online games. There are online games out there that has this feature already.
Companies will have to
A
consider
lot of them.
the ramifications.
So saying that a developer
Have to design
who's developing a game, an online game, for example, will have difficulties creating an offline version
we sell you the game, you have the data, you can
is
whatever you want. That's totally fine. There we go. Planned. Done. If it's playing this game requires connection to an online server, stop supporting it.
hard to believe, because if other developers, especially independent ones, are able to
Allow people to
do or give their games an offline version, then
or via
why can't
IP to IP.
a AAA game studio or game developers, why can't they do the same?
It's very important that we actually do take his thoughts and ideas on board, because when he said, if this initiative passes,
Of course, if the game, you got the game for free, then
design
yeah, the Stop Killing Games initiative doesn't cover games you got for free because you did not pay money
if I support this
to
initiative
get it.
vocally and publicly,
They are free.
it ends up being an issue with smaller games in the future. Like smaller games companies say, hey, we're going to step away from designing this specific type of game because we don't believe we're able to.
For example, there is a game that I bought a long time ago. It's Citadel Forge in Fire. The game is dead already,
Backlash and
but
okay,
the servers, the game still has a couple of official servers running.
the core ideology
And
meaning of the initiative.
if you have the game, even if you buy the game now, you can still play it.
If
Sure, there won't be any other players except you, but you can still play it.
and long-term safety
I'm not sure how long
games and allow them to continue
the official servers will last,
is something that I am.
but even if the official servers
Developers and modders are
die, there are community servers already running.
keep it up makes them furious.
So if the official server for Citadel Forge in Fire, if they shuts down,
The Stop Killing Games initiative is not saying that
you can still play the game
complete control.
by joining community servers.
Basically saying once a company has ceased any kind of activity that allows a player to access that game, then put into place an end-of-life plan that will allow the players who have purchased the game to continue accessing it. That's kind of it. Yeah, don't break the game on your way out. If an author stops selling a book, once that book is out of print and is no longer sold anymore, don't go to everyone's house who bought the book and say, you can no longer read this. Hang on, May's mummy. Yeah, I can't listen to this. No new information. You're on the side of the winners for your own game. May's mummy, how am I on the side of the winners? We're having to present an initiative to the European Parliament to change what is currently what it is. If the winners are the people who currently have the system set up the way they want it. The point of this is to change the system to be more in favor of the consumer. You can't walk in here and go, oh my God, Josh is just supporting the winning side. My brother, My friend, I'm the one saying, hey, maybe companies should think about the consumers slightly more. And you're there going, what a shill. What a sellout. I can't believe he's thinking about the gamers. What about the corporations? Don't think you're quite understanding what we're trying to do here. The side of the winners. You're only on the side of the winners. Well, what are you on about? I mean, I'm glad you called me a winner. I appreciate that. That's kind of you. Every initiative has the potential to be twisted. But I agree with the core principle of allowing people to play video games they've paid for, as insane as that sounds. This man might be a politician. Hey, actually, do you guys want to know something cool? Did any of you see the news with the Stop Killing Games campaign, where the signatures, the online digital signatures, have been verified? And there's about 1.5 million signatures to that, which means that Ross Scott will be heading to Brussels, to the EU Parliament building, and ceremonially presenting the Citizens' Initiative to the EU Parliament in Brussels. Well, I will also be joining him. So he reached out to a couple of streamers, a couple of content creators, and a couple of businesses, and they said, hey, do you want to come? And it's just a ceremonial thing. Do you want to go down and join in? So I said yes. And Ross is banned from attending parts of the event, so I will be attending in his stead to kind of carry that torch forward. And if there is a press conference or questions asked afterwards, I will also be there to give what support I can. While Ross will be answering most of the questions, and we will have a gaming lawyer kind of on hand to answer the legal stuff. If any of the press want reasons as to why they believe that stopping killing games is a valid citizens' initiative, I will be doing whatever I can to explain to them the value that our initiative brings. Why is he banned? I think because he started the whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't know exactly why. Maybe it's because he's not European himself. Maybe it's because he's too close to the initiative. The reasons I'm unsure of. So when you say about politicians, if I have to answer, I don't know if I will, but if I do have to answer any questions posed to me by basically anyone, I will have to give extremely political answers. What is Stop Killing Games? Stop Killing Games is a European citizens initiative which aims to ask game developers.
So I guess Josh Strife Hayes is going to accompany the Stop Killing Games delegation when
expectation of how
they present this to the EU Parliament.
Expectation is set and met within the...
That's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool.
So if you purchase a subscription to World of Warcraft, for example, there is an expectation within that subscription that you will be able to play it for as long as your subscription is active. Currently, there is a clause in Blizzard's contracts that say access to the game can be removed at any time for any reason, which is not ideal for the consumer. Instead, it would be great to say access to the game will be removed when your subscription ends. And if World of Warcraft is going to shut down in the future, it's totally okay for them to say it's not going to, but it's about setting expectations. This will be removed for this reason. So if you purchase a video game, like a single player game, you would expect to be able to play it forever. If you purchase a game on Good Old Games, and you then own the kind of the data of that game, you would expect to be able to download it and play it forever. That's the plan. So it's a citizens initiative to say to game developers, hey, maintenance mode, we don't even want maintenance mode. We don't want to have it. If there is a video game that requires connection to an online service in order to run, what the initiative would ask is, once that game has run its course and the company is no longer making money from it and no longer selling it and no longer considers it profitable and wishes to be done with it, remove the requirement for any online checks and allow people to access either the game directly from their local client or could connect with someone else. And if it is a server, you don't need to maintain it, just give people the ability to host their own servers. That's pretty much it. It's asking for the ability to play the games. Last I checked, it's not a way to get private servers for every game. Not at all. It is asking for the bare minimum to be playable once the company is done with it. Nobody will own the IP, nobody will be able to monetize it beyond the company anyway, nobody will shut down. It will not require studios to release the source code for their game, it will require them to release the bare minimum for functionality to still work, if the game is shut down. But even beyond that, that's what the Citizens Initiative is about, the process of going through. Stop Killing Games is not asking for companies to maintain video games forever. That's unfair. It's basically saying, hey, if your game has an online check requirement, then if you shut the game down, just remove that check requirement and let someone play it solo. It's saying, hey, if your game requires connection to a server, then once you are done with the game, maybe allow players to host their own servers that their friends can connect to without any kind of business connection behind it. But people don't own the IP. Shrimp, are you retarded? That's so much work. So Shrimp, we are...
That is not a lot of work. Again, guys, there are already online games that are doing this. Even before Stop Killing Games existed, there are already games that have offline versions or offline modes.
In the future, to have an end-of-life plan. That's what it is. It's saying...
And again, this only affects games that are bought. If the game is free, Stop Killing Games doesn't cover it because you did not pay any money to get those free games. Now the question is, does Stop Killing Games affect the microtransactions
more than we have now
in the game?
Makes drastic changes to the gameplay on the final update to the game on purpose.
I don't know the answer to that question.
I guess that will be...
I would assume that you'll need to have access to the cosmetics that you bought in the game because you paid money
This is everything we want in a finalized
to get them.
Let's do that. No. It's the saying of, hey, I think there should be a process that companies and gamers go through together to ensure the longevity of games and to allow the software that they are putting a load of time into creating to effectively continue existing even after they have finished maintaining it. That's okay. If you present a law to the European Union and say, this is exactly as it should be, don't change this forever, then they will say, no, we need the balance, we need the meeting, we need, what's the word where two people meet, two sides meet in the middle? We need compromise, that's the word.
Yeah, that's the word. Politics is all about compromising.
We would like you to discuss. This is a process that we believe has value to the consumer, and we think that by working together and by discussing what is realistic, we're not going to say to businesses, hey, you must do everything we want you to do right now. That's unfair. That is completely unfair. However, right now there are many games that will shut down and be unplayable forever. There are many games that can be taken away from the user at any time for any reason, and there's no legal recourse for that at all, and that sucks. There are many video games, especially that I've explored in my worst MMO ever series. Take Otherland. Have any of you guys seen the Otherland playthrough that I did? Where it's a series on YouTube called I Played the Weirdest MMORPG Ever to the End. Any of you guys watch the Otherland playthrough, all 10 episodes? You can now never play Otherland again. It is completely lost. All of the code that was running it is gone. The servers that hosted it, no longer online. You can now never play that. Even if you wanted to, you cannot log on to that game, which I think sucks. I think that's a shame that you can't do that. It would be nice if there was a plan in place that when the game effectively shut down, the minimum requirements to host a version of that game to be playable were released. That'd be cool. So the Stop Killing Games initiative is saying there needs to be a dialogue between gamers and game creators that give the future of games a bit more safety than they currently have. If you present a finalized, completed law to the union, they will shut it down because they need to go and talk to the companies. This is going to sound stupid, I actually don't want big companies to suffer because of this. That's a crazy amount of work. You have no scale to weight that. Yeah, Shrimp, that's That's part of the point, Shrimp. Do you understand how laws get made? You present an initiative and explain why it has benefit. Then you go to the companies and say, hey, what's realistic with this? Then you go to the players and say, hey, what do you want? Then you go back to the companies and say, right, what can we do to make this fair for everyone? I don't care about Concord in any way, but I do care that the people that bought Concord can't play it. That seems like a sucky thing for them to go to. I don't particularly want to play Concord myself.
If there is a cast limit,
Bring the companies to the table
maybe there is no cast limit
and say, right, you guys can
with Fishcoin. Usually in Second Life,
experiences in game.
fishing games, they have cast limits.
Video game
For example, in virtual fishing, the cast limit is 40.
server infrastructure and understanding all of that. It's a sad day for the devs when the game they helped make dies. Nobody wants that. So we have to say, right, how do we make it so the games that you make survive? What is the fairest way to do that? Is there a precedent of this with other forms of software? I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the Wayback Machine, which is about preserving it. There's a lot of stuff on the Internet Archive. There's a lot of stuff with old CDs. There's a lot of old games and emulation, I think, bring us a huge amount of history that we wouldn't be able to have access to otherwise. I think it's about bringing it into the idea that when you purchase a game, there is an expectation of when you can access it. That's kind of it. Like if you buy a book, I will be summoned to raise a fan in a moment. If you purchase a book, once the author stops writing and the printing press stops printing and the shops stop selling it, nobody walks up to you and takes your book away from you. Yeah, those people did get refunds. It just sucks that they have to get refunds instead of the experience they paid for. If a film company is producing something on video and then they stop making that video, I expect to still be able to keep the video. And provided that I still have a video player, I expect to still be able to watch it. I don't expect the company that made it to fix my video player. I don't expect them to give me a video player. I would, however, like it if the thing that I have purchased continues to work. Yeah, authors can choose to remove their ebooks from the store, and then you can no longer read it. That's true as well. You can lose access to any art that you purchase. What the Stop Killing Games thing is about is also about setting expectations. There used to be DVDs that you could only watch a couple of times. Are you buying a license though, not an actual game? Moira, that's another good question. And that's about setting
Speaking of license, if you bought a game in Steam, you did not buy the game, you only purchased a license
when access to that
to play the game and download it.
if it's made
You did not buy the game, you just purchased a license. And they made this perfectly clear.
how do you make a DVD that has
So if you want to buy a game and own it,
work out how many times it had been watched? Why say purchase?
then you buy your games in GOG, in GOG.com, because in GOG.com, if you purchase a game, you can download
Because
a backup copy of the game, and you can take that copy, install it in another PC, and it will run without the GOG
gamers will have
environment.
protections and rights with the games that they
In
have.
Steam, yeah, you can back up a game,
That's
you know, but if you put that game in another PC,
trying to ask for
it will ask you to log into your Steam account.
is
It is still bound by the Steam environment, but with GOG, the copy that you downloaded is not bound by the GOG environment.
that's discussed and said no, this will not happen.
The problem is GOG doesn't
When you
have the same amount of games as Steam, because not a lot of game developers and game studios
own the rights,
would want their games
own the right
be downloaded and installed in another device
access to the content on
for free.
you still have the ability and the technology and the hardware to access it. And What I'm saying is, that's a decent system. We understand that. We don't expect the company that prints
because the Steam environment itself
film to do any kind of updates to it.
is a DRM.
Once you've got the DVD, as long as you can keep.
GOG games in GOG are DRM free.
Now, what it might be discussed is there are certain.
I'm surprised GOG is not that popular.
I think one of the problems here is because
I have like a lot of older games bought in GOG.
from an MMORPG angle, which is just a really small part of the gaming industry. People think that it's about holding MMORPGs online forever. It's not. That's not the case at all. It's the case of when you purchase a video game, there should be an expectation of how long you are able to play it for. That's what it is. They're in their own category because they're a different type of game. And maybe the discussion will be the businesses say, look, the only way to make these survive is to release super important stuff that would be detrimental to our business in the long run. In which case, consumer advocacy groups would still have to say, okay, we understand that's actually not a realistic thing to ask for. What is the bare minimum that we could ask for? Okay. The bare minimum would be a really stripped down basic version of the minimum amount of data required to run a server. Who am I talking to? Shrubs, I think Twitch chat. I think I'm talking to the people that have shown interest in this initiative but don't fully understand the aspects of it. The main problems with the initiative is it's not compatible with copyright law. Drac, I understand. And I believe that there will be discussions with that, with lawyers, with people who are experts in copyright law. I think what everyone needs to understand about the Stop Killing Games initiative as it is that the people who are actually trained and schooled in the aspects of the law that it's going to potentially affect are the people who are reading into it. However, the YouTube comments and Reddit comments and Twitch comments of people who are not necessarily lawyers seem to be the most vocal.
Okay, wait a minute.
Going to work.
It says here I caught a 2.9 kilogram fish.
Who have the
But why is my name not on the board?
specific input, who are able.
See?
I don't have
I
a
caught a 2.9 and there's a 2.2,
YouTube do.
but there's no 2.9 listed on the board.
The
That is so unfair.
The reason that I don't believe it when someone goes, I am a lawyer and this is my input on it, is one of the first things that most lawyers are trained to say whenever they have any kind of input is, I am a lawyer, but I am not your lawyer. Any lawyer who actually understands the complexity of the situation would know that commenting on it would be a bad idea without fully understanding it. Yeah, lawyers tend not to give out free advice either. It's possible to say, I am a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. It's possible to say that. Yeah, if you touch it, you're responsible for it. Yeah, laws have the same physical properties as baby birds. So that's kind of the energy we're going for. So when people say this is not compatible with this, or this is not, how this works, I get it, I understand. I believe that will be part of the conversation. But ultimately, the focus is to allow people who play video games to have slightly more rights with the games they purchase. And if you don't want people to have slightly more rights with the games they purchase, why?
Ashes of Creation 1.
Okay, there you go. I just spent an hour listening to, well, not exactly an hour, almost an hour listening to Josh Strife Hayes talking about the Stop Killing Games initiative getting presented in the EU Parliament, and I believe he is going to be part of the delegation or the group that will represent the Stop Killing Games initiative. And back here in AvatarLife, yeah, my avatar is still fishing. How do I claim? Let's see here. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the website to load. $30 fish coins. Locked. So this is my stats in fish coin. So how do I turn this into AV dollars? Okay, because
Get your avatar looking
that is why
We are also the host
that is why everyone is like
with freebies.
fishing, right? Okay. Okay, now I'm confused. How do I turn cash in? Okay. Welcome to Fishcoin. Uh-huh. It doesn't say. So how do I change my fish coin into AV bucks? Maybe I should have just, spent my time sitting or camping in the welcome area. Yeah, there is no information here. No information whatsoever. Okay, so is this thing a total waste of time? Is Fishcoin a total waste of time? Because if there is no way of converting Fishcoin into AV dollars, then what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.